I left home, San Antonio, in my 20s. Sure, I'd return to my roots one day. 30 years later, here I am, an empty nester in the Bay Area. I never moved back, but my ties to family are strong, and I never missed a Christmas in Texas while my father was alive. Christmas Eve dinners at my parents' house were raucous affairs, with the entire family crowded around the dinner table. My father, an amazing storyteller, anchored the event. After the dinner plates were cleared and the dessert was brought to the table to a cheery round of "Queremos pastel, pastel, pastel," one of us would tee him up. "Oye, papi, tell us the story about Saul and the soccer ball he made out of leather scraps from his father's shoe repair shop." And off my father would go, the great raconteur transporting us to 1930s Mexico with his lively stories. My father had been an outdoorsman in his youth. In retirement, he was still active, but he had been a smoker all his life, and his health began to deteriorate from COPD. Over time, his breathing became more and more laborious, and he eventually became bedbound. He was a classic Mexican patriarch, so his declining health was humiliating to him. As he became increasingly dependent on others, his distinguished character turned bombastic and controlling. He ran off so many home nurses that eventually the agencies refused to send in any more, and my mother, a retired registered nurse, became his sole caregiver. I'm the only girl in the family and was forever straddling the line between my upbringing with its cultural expectations for women and my elemental repulsion at any attempt to circumscribe the expression of my humanity. My divorce didn't help my relationship with my parents. My father considered me scandalously recalcitrant, so I suppose it was inevitable that in the later stages of his decline, my presence would set him off and he would try to control me with almost farcical resolve. "Bring me coffee." "Ask me nicely." "Bring me coffee." "Okay, here you go. It's cold." "No, it's not. I just made it." "I don't like this cup." "What's wrong with the cup?" It's too big." "Okay, here's a smaller cup." "Now it's really cold." "No, it's not. I can see the steam." "Put it in the microwave." "Ask me nicely." "Put it in the microwave." "Okay, I'll put it in the microwave. How long would you like it?" 3 seconds. Well, it makes me laugh now. I am embarrassed to say that at the time, I reacted to his incessant testing with the grace of a howler monkey. I began to prepare for my visits to San Antonio by meditating on the flight over. "This time it'll be different. This time I'm ready, I'd say. The plane would land, we'd arrive at the house, I'd take a deep breath, go into my father's room, and in less than 5 minutes, we'd be yelling at each other again. On one of my last visits, we had an especially explosive time. Exasperated by our relentless volatility and disappointed in my inability to fix it, I collapsed into the chair next to his bed, brooding. We sat in silence. Finally, he said, "You know something? ¿Qué? You and me, we are 2 roosters in a pen." I nodded. And then he said, "But do you know I love you?" I said, "Yes." "Do you know I love you?" When I think of family, I'm grateful for all of it, for the laughter and the closeness, but also for the ruffled feather moments, those embarrassingly human collisions that test but also affirm the bonds between us. They keep me coming back year after year to take my seat at the holiday table.